Crypto. You never fail to entertain us. Guys, what an insane 24 hours. Wow. Pal, how could you come like that? Like, I want to speak to Pal. We got to have a chat with him. How can he pump the markets 10 days ago? Okay. And then go and absolutely throw a nuke. Okay. And really just get people to panic. Guys, and what you see now is you saw a panic, right? You saw a quick panic. And that's why for me, I know it won't last, right? Things that go fast don't last. This is panic. This is people's emotions as they come through. Oh, things are bad. And basically, you start to see this pullback come very quickly. And for me, again, the slow bleeds are the ones that I worry about. Okay, the actual fast ones is something that for me. Think about it. Alts was slow bleeding, shake out, and we start looking. But this was pure emotions and how quickly they start to get. So this for me was an over-exaggeration. Okay, let's not say it wasn't a little bit sore at times. I like that our account is still good, which is great. It shows how good we were buying on the last previous dip. Okay, but these news events and things obviously come out of nowhere. But it's not about how hard altcoins and that will get hit. It's about how do they start bouncing, right? And again, what I'm seeing again today is the dominance is wanting to come down now. Okay, I think that this dump is something that maybe initially hurts, but I think is going to be a really blessing for us when it comes to the altcoins bouncing really hard. And we can already see now that the altcoins are already starting to bounce harder than Bitcoin. Okay, and if we look at the bubbles, you can start to see a bunch of strength coming through very quickly. And my goal here today is to see, okay, what is the strength that maybe we don't have our bags in right now? What have we not bought? Okay, and what do we do with our current positions, right? Where does the market go next? Must we up some stops? Like, is this changing the high time frame views? We've got a lot to speak about today. But again, these big events will try shake you and knock you out very much. It's important for us to now stay here and understand that these things do come, and it gives you that little thought again. Just always have a little bit of cash to take some opportunities when these happen. But guys, let's get up and let's go. There's opportunity right now. Some altcoins are even a little bit cheaper. Okay, and that's important for us now to stay in the game when the market is trying to get rid of a bunch of people. Okay, very much. And yesterday as well. Okay, and personally for me, it was quite hard. My smaller account got smashed. Okay, and it was unlucky that it got smashed. My computer actually crashed as a limit order went through. I decided to restart my computer, and by the time my computer reset, there was already a 10% wick that smashed half the account, right? And that was hard for me. I was like, is this market out to get me? Is this market here to me? Like, is this camera looking at me and his pal looking at me as he starts to dump and say, Sheldon, I see your stop loss over there, sir. I see your liquidation sitting over there, sir. I'm coming for you. I felt that yesterday. Who felt like that? Say yes in the chat. Hit the like if you felt that yesterday. I felt it very much. So today we get up, we go, and we take advantage of a red day. That's what we do. We fix up our portfolios. We look at what's looking strong, and we stay in the damn game. So no more wasting time. Hope you guys are all good. I see a lot of maturity. You are strengthening up. I'm proud of you. When a lot of people would probably give up today, you are here and you are sticking around and you're staying strong in the game. Love you guys lots. No more wasting time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Remember to subscribe here, as I will be doing one show a week and each host will be doing it on Crypto Live. So subscribe up over here. You'll also see that the main channel's filled with videos this Christmas time, right? So there's not a massive opportunity for me to go live on the main channel. So make sure you subscribed over here so that I can go live here, you know, after the Christmas lunch and in the morning. If the markets are doing anything, I want to pop on and be with you guys throughout the whole journey. My goal is not just to be on the green days, guys. My goal is to actually be more on the red days and to make sure that we fight and we get through the red days. And then the green days, we all celebrate together and we have a great time. But you can always see from 3 weeks ago, my heart is making sure that we don't lose a lot of money, right? That we take advantage, you know, of the upside, but we also be level-headed. And yesterday was just another warning that these things will come at any single moment. And my goal again today is to say, you know what, guys, making money is great and we're all going to make a lot of money, but let's keep learning from these little lessons and let's see how we can be a little bit better next time, right? That is my number one goal this cycle, you know, is to get us through the red days and to make sure that we are keeping a lot of money and these things. And I don't think that yesterday, a couple of altcoins made lower lows, but overall the altcoins they didn't go much lower than the buys that we got. Okay, versus those who bought the top. Those who bought the top were crying yesterday. Like those who bought the tab, we at least bought 30% lower, right? And I was saying, guys, set your limit orders. We were already in that. So yesterday, maybe a little bit of red, okay, but not bad at all, considering the rest of the market and how their accounts look today, right? Those who chase the tops and things like that. So one big thing to just say today is we're doing good. Okay, we're doing good, and we're going to sharpen a couple of our tools to get even better, but we are way, way ahead when it comes to the rest of the people that are flying into crypto and have no idea. So guys, tap your head. If you're still here today, you're getting through the tough times in crypto. You're getting through these big shakeout events and these things that come. Okay, unfortunate it was 𝗦𝗡𝗪. He's a little bit two-faced. He was my homie, but he's not my homie anymore, right? Come and pump the market and you come and dump the market after like that. Not cool, bro. Not cool. But it's opportunity, right? There's opportunity today. So let's go through the opportunity. How are we doing, guys? Can we like up the video? Again, my goal here, likes higher on the videos on the red days and the green days. Everyone can make money and be green on the green days. I don't care about that. I'm here on a red day and we're going to get through stuff on a red day. Hit the likes up and let's go. And especially hit the likes up if you're okay. I'm good, Sheldon. I'm good, bro. I survived. A little bit injured, got a little bit of a dead leg, a little bit of a limp, okay? But I'm here. I'm here and I'm good. This is nothing, bro. It's not. It's definitely not, but it does get demotivating. That's the thing. When the market was just, we had the bounce a couple of days ago, then the choppiness, and then that, it can get a little bit demotivating. And this is where people can kind of lose a little bit of interest. And that's the goal here, is it is nothing. I agree. This is not a massive, dump. We're actually at the point now, and I'll go through a couple of things now for you guys, but we actually have a nice little higher low on the total 3. Look at that over there. So total 3 at least held support. So that's a good sign, right? That we held support on total 3. We didn't make a lower low, okay? And what has actually happened now is maybe a slight delay, okay, when it comes to parabolic alts. But to be honest, we were always very much aligned that the first, I thought Bitcoin, and I still think Bitcoin is going to have a strong finish of December, okay? But the altcoin run really begins in January, right? But nonetheless, there is still a lot of gains to make before that actually happens. And all that's basically done now is we've basically shifted from a chart that was ready to go straight away, into a bull flag. And that's exactly what you're seeing over here. You're just seeing that the total 3 right now, you got to remember that this is all-time high sitting above us, okay? A day to be depressed and to be very upset with crypto is when you miss the alt season, right? So until then, there's opportunity today, and be grateful that THORChain is cheap as hell today, okay? And that these tokens are cheap as hell because one day they're going to be expensive. And that's where things are depressing on what I could have had and what I could have bought. Now you're sitting in opportunity again and you're sitting in redness, right? And you got to understand that this is all before the all-time high break on the total 3. We are not through that yet. Where you get really upset is when the markets are up there, okay, and you're still not in, okay, and you're still not taking up truth. That's when you're like, that's when you're going to feel the guilt and you're going to feel depression. Until then, guys, this is a small delay, but it's a delay before the main event, okay? And again, it's quite ironic how these little shakeouts come very much over here. But after these all-time highs is where things go parabolic. So if we're still alive over here, you're doing good. You're doing good. And you're falling part of a very good category of people that are going to make a bunch of money. And again, this is a small dip for what comes in the future. In the future, you're going to see these dips. Okay. And if you want to look at the equivalent size of these dips, you can't even compare. Right. So again, this is some knowledge. This is to upgrade your armor, upgrade your mentality, control your emotions a little bit better, and things like that. I will 100% make sure we are getting out and banking profits on that way up over there. Okay. But nonetheless, that's what happens, right? Things start to scale bigger and start to move bigger. And all that you're seeing now is you're seeing from a chart that was ready to possibly go yesterday, into a bull flag. And you can see it pretty clearly now that the total 3 is now in a bull flag. And a bull flag is a continuation pattern, and it is a bullish pattern, okay? And it's basically telling you that we are getting coiled up for a bigger move on the alts, right? Every time before we have started a pump previously, there was a sideways phase, and the sideways phase is what created the strength for this to go up, right? Okay, and right now, as it stands, now what we're doing is we're accumulating. And what this accumulation or this bull flag actually does, so the first thing to remember is this is not a bearish pattern, right? This is I came in, I'm making a pennant, okay? And when we're done with the pennant, I'm ready for another leg, right? This is a bull pattern. This is something that is a continuation pattern, not a reversal. A reversal is something where we go like this, and then we basically do this, right? And to be honest, Bitcoin had that. You see that? That was something we have to be aware of, right? Within Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doing it the opposite way. Altcoins are sitting in the more bullish pattern over here. So yes, Bitcoin, we're going to speak about this and speak about is the dump over here. Okay, but it is time for Bitcoin to go into that speed up phase. Start hurrying the hell up and start breaking through those resistances because you're not making the best pattern in the world right now. When it comes to the alts, this is a good pattern, right? And the big thing over here is why these RSIs going sideways is important, not RSIs, the candles, by making a flag, because it allows RSIs to come down to the bottom. Again, I don't know if you've noticed now, but you can see the daily is literally flatlining at the bottom. Okay, and what they tend to say, and what happens a lot with RSIs, is the shakeout happens at the end. Okay, so the big move happens at the end before the market goes up. And you can see over here that only when we start getting to the bottom, look how that wick came and it does the destruction, which means you are near the end, and it just reminds you again of how this market works. This market works in both ways, guys, and you've got to learn that this is so important when it comes to your buys and your sells, right? When you're getting into a token, it's been dumping, and then it starts to slowly cruise, and then it speeds up, it's time to take profits, right? When the market has basically tanked and going up and then coming down slowly, it kills and then goes. So the speed up is always at the end of the move, okay? When it's a pump, when it's a dump. So next time, a very big lesson is next time that we have had a, let's say, rejection or a dump and we are trickling like this, let's always be aware that it's very likely that that shakeout is going to happen. And we did start to get a bit of a trend break over here, which made me slightly bullish, okay? But ultimately, the big lesson to learn from yesterday is the shakeout is what brings the actual buying pressure and these things. So next time we're in a phase like this, let's make sure we got a couple more limit orders sitting over there and just a little bit more patience. And when that RSI gets to the bottom and that shakeout happens, we are aware of it. So it's all about learning and just being a little bit better for the next one. But nonetheless, RSI is now reset, okay? And the daily is ready to start moving up again. And what we are seeing here with the total 3 is we are just in a bull flag, okay? Which does mean, okay, that this could do something like this, and I'll explain it in a sec, but it does mean that, hey, the alt breakout can happen in the next, 10 days. Okay, instead of happening today, 10 days, right? 10 days right now, these are just nice little short-term pumps, but until we're outside of this flag, alts are going to accumulate a little bit more in these areas. Your RSIs are going to reset, and then the market is ready to start exploding. Then it's ready to start going, okay? And at least we have 2 major highs now. We'll know when the big breakout's happening. And the exciting thing again about that, guys, is the next move on the alts is a very big one when it comes to the weekly and the high time frames, right? This is something that basically I rarely start to see us extending, and I won't be surprised that when we start breaking this flag here and we do start getting through the flag and the highs, that will be somewhere over here, right? That's where the pump is going to lead to. And that's going to be a very strong, aggressive move that is bigger than what we have actually seen over the last couple of weeks. Okay, so another thing, last thing, okay, just to learn about what happened is candles, guys. Candlesticks are so important. So I actually explained this in the beginning of the week, okay? But one thing that I can do better is to understand that it can go deeper, okay, than what I thought. But I definitely explained it in the beginning of the week where I said, guys, the candle that we finished on, and this is the weekly. I always want to start on the weekly. This is not a bullish candle. Remember, I said that in the beginning of the week. I said, guys, it's not a bullish candle. It's very likely altcoins are going to start off red this week. Okay, and the reason is because you had a candle like this, okay, that was red, okay, and you had a wick. I want to show you this wick over here. You had a wick that was down like this. This was what the last week's candle looked like. Okay, and what that means is that's not fully filled just yet. So it's very likely that the next candle is going to start off red. Okay, and I said, okay, I think it's going to go about halfway, and then it's going to start to turn green. But we've got to remember that that wick that was formed over there was not filled, which means that when it dropped last week, a bunch of big orders went through and a lot of buyers bought the dip that happened last week, but it didn't stay there. And that was a big lesson, that when we dumped down, we didn't stay in that area, which means there's a bunch of liquidity and buying liquidity that is still sitting over there, okay, and that didn't went through. Okay, so next time we must understand again that, hey, it's very likely we can go fill that, then make another wick and then go up. Okay, and that's what you're seeing over here. You're seeing the second weekly candle come down, just fill that gap over there, and now we're bouncing yet again. Okay, so these are very important for us to just take these lessons and to understand, but nonetheless, bull market is not over. This could have actually been our trigger to 𝗷𝗪𝗔, right? It's that always when things are, the bad things are the ones that actually make the good things, right? We need these little dump offs at times. Okay, so we now know this, and I want to go back over here again and just show you guys. So it's clear that actually I thought we were going into phase D. We are still in phase C with Bitcoin. We haven't entered phase D yet, which is the speed up rally. Okay, we had the right to think so, but ultimately it's not. We are still in phase C over here, which is the slow rally up for Bitcoin. We haven't even started the speed up, which means altcoins are still in phase B, not in phase C yet. Okay, and what you saw yesterday is you saw two scenarios yet again. This was the big dump that happened last week, okay, which was bigger than what we saw yesterday, right? We've been through worse in the last 2 weeks, okay? But what you saw now is you saw a bunch of altcoins that came straight back down to those lows and made a higher low. And you saw a couple of altcoins that made lower lows, okay? So if you go through all of your altcoins right now, you'll see your altcoins are one of these two. Some alts went lower down. And the reason why they'll go lower down is there's a bunch of stop losses that are sitting under here, and it triggers all those stop losses, right? Creates all that fear. Then the market is ready to start going up again from there, okay? So what it actually means is we haven't even entered the rally going up in the alts. That is what comes next. But we had to first get through this over here, which is these high lows here. But the next thing that's also important is this is on the 4-hour, 8-hour chart, a little bit of a midterm view, right? We've got to understand that this is also just played out on the 1-hour chart, on the short time frame. And I want to show you guys what that looks like. This is what it looks like, right? We just tanked, which means that this little pump here can be a little bit fake, okay? Then there is a higher low that incomes, and then from there we start going up. Okay, so again, I do see the market having a nice little bounce off, which is pretty good, okay? But I do need to be aware that this is we're probably not seeing, and let's actually put it in here so we can see it. Here, I just want to put volume in here. Okay, so we're definitely not seeing volume on this pump. Do you see that? Volume is going down on this over here. So it gives me an idea again that we're going to pump up now. Then there's going to be another little shake that will be a higher low, and then the market is ready to start climbing up again and start moving. Okay, so if you look at that, and you even look at that when it comes to the total 3, same thing. Right? Total 3 held support, which is good, but that's very much likely what happens. We can still go up a little bit more from here, but we're just going to have that secondary dip that's going to come and fill this gap over here. Then altcoins are going to start pushing up to those highs over there again. Again, I think in a couple of days, we're going to look and it's all going to be gone, right? But ultimately, right now, you don't want to jump the gun too quickly. Understand that there's another test coming, and that is some big opportunities for, let's say, maybe you do have some cash, or maybe you want to swap out a couple of your coins in your portfolio, right? And it's very likely this dominance is going to come down, guys. This dominance is at big resistance now. I'm seeing a small push up again when the Bitcoin decides to have that pullback, and I am seeing a badass altcoin bounce. I think the alts are better because of this dump. I think they're going to be stronger because of this dump, and I think this dump is going to actually really ignite the altcoins very quickly. So things like ETH, there's the higher low on ETH. Okay, ETH actually held a very good horizontal support. So you could see a couple of your altcoins made higher lows, like I spoke about. Go back over here, higher lows, option 1. Okay, and then some of your altcoins made lower lows. And I'll go look at one as example of DOT, right? Look at DOT, lower low. And think about it, anyone that bought DOT last week, and me including myself, I think I got stopped out of my DOT position, they would put their stop loss over here. So now it triggers the stops, boom, 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 and we start going. And as you can see, there's still a big trend line here that's going to give us the indication of when it's ready to pop. Okay, but do you guys see the two different options? How's our likes there, Matt? Get the likes up, guys. Red days are more important than green days. If you love me on green days, you better love me 10 times more on red days, because this is where it really matters to show up. This is really where it really matters. Okay, guys, again, just before I jump through the rest of the charts over here, reminder for those that want more money today, I have a great deal here on CoinW. Okay, there's 26 days left over here. If you sign up with my link below, is my link here, Maddie? That is my, here. Okay. Let's see. Let's start. If you sign up with the link below, okay, you get a bunch of money. Now, again, this is money that gets added to your trading portfolio. You can't withdraw it, but you can trade it. And anything you trade above it is yours, okay, which is nice, especially on a red day. Okay, I just want to go here and just show you guys. Where is it? CoinW, exclusive deal over here. If you click on this link over here, just want to show you guys, just for registering, you get $50. If you deposit $100, you get another $100. Right? And you get 10% discounts for Sniper Club. If you do that, you get a promo code. Random man. Then you can see if you do one trade on spot or futures, you receive $200 super bonus. So you get $350 just by signing up with that in that today. So those who need some money today, maybe got stopped out and you're a little bit low, there we go. There is a great deal, and you get it to 𝗪𝗔 for 10% cheaper, which is good. Hey, Ran.
What's up?
How you, sir?
I'm so scared, shaking, shivering in my...
Nah, bro.
Shivering,
What is up with Paul, bro? What is up with Paul? We need to go talk to Paul. Why does Paul 10 days ago, why does he pump the market? And then why does he dump it 10 days later? No.
I know you took a hit yesterday on your portfolio. I know you took a hit. I get it.
And my portfolio is fine. Wait, I'll show you my portfolio is fine. It was my leverage account that got smacked.
Let me finish.
No, this I'm okay.
I know that your portfolio took a hit, but switch on the lights, bro. I mean, you can afford electricity.
I can't,
What
bro.
are you sitting in darkness there? What is it? Are you saving electricity, or what's going on there?
Oh, it's like that, huh? Come to my show now. Now we start off with roasts. It's like that.
It's not a roast. I'm just
How's
saying.
Your banana with tape? How's your banana with tape? How's your meme coin portfolio doing, sir? Yeah, let's talk about that. How's the memes doing? I saw memes got.
No, I actually just bought PopCat. I actually just got PopCat now because I'm trading PopCat on the bounce.
I actually charted these this morning. Here's PopCat here, so I do agree with you, sir.
Yeah, exactly. So
PopCat's in a good area.
When the market goes down, we buy more, sir. We buy more.
Bro, what's up with Paul? Why is he dumping them? Why is he pumping the market then dumping the market?
Can
what's
I
up
just
with
tell
this
you
guy?
something? Can I just tell you a saying that someone once taught me?
Yes.
If it's fast, it won't last.
I know.
You see?
I know.
You
This
see,
is
bro?
opportunity today. This is a good opportunity today.
You see, bro. The market completely overreacted, right? I mean, Powell basically just said, basically, listen, it's not going to be 3 cuts, it's going to be 2 cuts. That's all he said. And now all of a sudden, it's like, oh my goodness, the whole market's overreacting. So I'm buying, bro. I'm not scared of this dip. This is not
me either. This is a fast. It's not the dip comes in a couple of weeks when the market's higher, the bigger dip. But not this one's not real for me. It is a little bit, obviously, we've got to remember, there's a lot of people, this is their first cycle, right? It's overwhelming, bro.
Yeah,
for us,
I agree.
We've been through like war together, but for people that this is their first cycle, it does get scary, and you need to understand we've been through this before, guys. So keep your heads up high. But
although
I also think
this is not a scary correction. Like it's not scary. No one's scared here. That's the thing. I'm sure if we look at fear and greed, I'm sure it's like still in the 80s or like 70s, probably 70s. So I'm sure if we look, let's quickly just look.
The fear and greed, yeah. Let's
let's have a look here. There we go. So that's the fear and greed. Fear and greed, 75. So it's, I mean, it'll update it again in 12 hours. I'll be asleep when it updates, but
no. So I think the concern is that Bitcoin, it's slowing down here like a lot. It's like it's not that we expected after that 100 we gonna start speeding up. And I don't know about you, but that's a very bearish pattern on Bitcoin. When something is going up like that, it needs to go now. It mustn't slow. That's an uprising wedge, my friend. Have you done sniper school? That's not a good pattern if we break the bottom. It needs to go now.
I agree. But I agree. But also, I didn't think breaking 100 was going to be linear. You break 100 on an asset for the first time. I didn't think it was just going to be up only. You're going to have. Actually, I'm surprised we never broke and rejected many more times than we broke and rejected. Look at this. Which is quite clean. We got to 100 very, very, very quickly. Also, don't forget Friday, which is tomorrow. Sailor's probably going to do his buy. So that tomorrow is the Sailor buy. Today and tomorrow is the Sailor buy. And
I think things are up here, but we need some volume. You see that volume there coming down, so charts going up. We need that. We need that candle now. We just need that fat candle.
So what are you saying? So what are you saying? Are you saying buy, sell, buy the dip, not buy the dip?
Buy altcoins, definitely, but we do have to keep it in the back of our minds that if Bitcoin doesn't get where it needs to get in the next 2-3 weeks, we might just protect some cash. For now, I think it's an absolute buy on altcoins today. It's an absolute load up of great opportunities. But if Bitcoin's not where it needs to be in 3 weeks, we just got to have that in the back of our mind and have some cash. But what's cool about FOMC, and I don't know if you agree with me, but I think it's going to release the altcoins, to be honest. If we look at the dominance thing? So if you look here, yes, the dominance here. But if you see here, the last 3 times we pumped into FOMC, it actually started the downtrend. right? So you could see here, it started the downtrend. Now we're pumping into the other side of the line, that big trend we lost. I actually think this is going to be a big favor for us.
I mean, it's the same pattern. It's the same pattern. How's that? FOMC, bang, FOMC, bang, FOMC, bang. It's the same pattern.
The difference this time, though, is we're below the trend, right? So it's more aggressive to alts now. So it's bigger. It's bigger drops over here. So I do think that this is a good sign for us on alts. I
also think that the subscriber number go up is a good sign. If we can't get the Bitcoin price up, the subscriber number can go up. At least we're going to get some dopamine rush. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do I long that shit, bro? How do I 50x that? How do I buy the chart, bro? Okay, guys. So here, this is what my thoughts are for the day when it comes to total 3. I think the market's going to go up a little bit more, but I do think there's another higher low incoming. So I think the market's going to come down, higher low, and then I think the plane's going to be done. So there's a couple of good opportunities. I still think ETH at these levels are good opportunities. Phantom back at $1 is ridiculous, bro. Like it just started going. It's $1.14, whatever. It's at the moment. So this thing was at 1.5. So this for me is ridiculous. So I'm doing whatever the hell I can to get some Phantom today, because this is a good price for Phantom. I'm even still thinking that Solana is a good price at 200. I think another little higher lows coming on Sol. I think Thorchain is ridiculously cheap. Yeah, this thing came down from $7, and now we're sitting here at 5.5. Like, this for me is a good level on Thorchain. You know, so I'm rebalancing my portfolio a little bit today. I'm looking at what I have a little bit of and what's super cheap. And I'm basically, like, I sold a little bit of ETH now and I bought more Thorchain. Okay, and I'm selling like a bit of my tokens that I sold a little bit of Doge, and I got some more Phantom as well. Like, I'm just shifting because I don't have much dollars. That's why I even said this when I'm like, Rand, have you got some dollars for me? So,
bro, you wanted me to become a money launderer. You're like, okay, do I want to buy? Yeah, bro, I can't do shit like that.
Bro, I want to buy the dip, sir. This is what we do. Yeah. This is what we do. Because I know you're a cash holder, bro.
You know your buddy Matt. Matt came to me this morning. He was trying to sell me a kidney. I don't even need a kidney, bro. I've got this guy. Matt, that guy. He came this morning. He was like, bro, please, I need to sell my one kidney. I don't know if I've got 2. I only need 1. You asked if I know anyone that wants, because he wants to buy the dip.
Oh, your kidney, Matty. Just tell me, bro. I'll sort you out, dude. I'll sort you out. We've got a 𝗠𝗣𝗅 special, bro. You can get $350 there if you just use the link below. Okay, let's go through a couple more. Obviously, Ryan, I'm going to go through them now, and I'm going to give you prices. Injective at $24. Cheap or not?
Cheap. Look, depends. Cheap. How long is your holding period? Because it can go back down.
The bull market, sir. The bull market, sir.
I mean, look. We're going to go into alt season now. I'm not buying any long-term bags now. I'm trading the bounce for sure. I'm not buying my long-term bags now because I don't think it's enough of a dip. I don't think it's enough of a dip. So I think it's a dip. I don't think it's like everything's on Christmas specials where you have to buy everything that you can get your hands onto. So like for me, I'm like, yeah, okay, but, you know, I'm trading the bounces now. I'm trying to.
We know there's no big dips in bulls though. Only later when it really extends, right? We haven't even started we haven't broken the high, the all-time high yet.
20-30% correction on Bitcoin. We got that. On Bitcoin, we didn't get that. On Bitcoin, we didn't get that.
On altcoins, we got it.
Yeah, on altcoins must go down 50%.
Nah, not yet, bro. No, who's this bear, bro? Betty, we've got bears on the... Okay, let's go through. Okay, we've $18.
Cheap. Remember, cheap. They're going to launch AI... they're going to launch AO computer in Jan, and that's going to be good.
Oh, that's good, huh? Okay. Yeah. But would you say this is cheap, like to buy back for the bull market, like a little bit longer term?
Cheap,
amazing,
very cheap,
amazing,
cheap.
amazing. Thorchain injective.
You know what I also think is cheap? Curve, CRV, cheap.
Why are you bringing altcoins here, bro? I thought you don't trade altcoins.
Trust me on this. Curve is cheap.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, it's actually at a good support. Let's see. Obviously, high time frame. Wow. Yes, like this is insane. Why? What's your thoughts on Curve? Why?
I think Curve's going to have a comeback. And if you look at Curve from the previous cycle, just look at where it was. Like, look at where it was, and look where it is today.
I think it was.
And remember, I think
next before.
Yeah, I think next year we're going to get real stable coin regulation. So I think Curve is good.
Okay.
But you see, the whole thing is whether we expect another leg down. That's the thing. Can we expect another leg down? That's the only thing I'm worried about.
No, so that this trend line will help us with, but ultimately, like, yes, Bitcoin has a couple of days to break the damn highs. If it does not, again, in 2 weeks or so, then I do think there is a leg down in Bitcoin. But for now, I think we have the right to be bullish. Definitely holding alts, but it's just about do we bank some profits in the next couple of weeks if Bitcoin doesn't get where it needs to get. What else is on your list, sir? I'm still going to go through a bunch of the...
So I'm playing 𝗥𝗪𝗡𝗥 and 𝗥𝗪𝗡𝗥 as the memes for the recovery, but it's not a long-term portfolio. It's just I'm just playing them.
What did you say?
𝗥𝗪𝗡𝗥 and 𝗥𝗪𝗡𝗥. 𝗥𝗪𝗡𝗥.
Bro, if you had to tell yourself, Red, in your last business, bro, 10 years ago, that you'd be spending shit tons of money on banana
bro,
with
do you know
tape.
what the best performing? Do you know what the best performing meme coin in the world is
Do
today?
you ever think back, bro? Do you ever think back and like don't you think it's just crazy?
Do you know what the best performing meme is? Fartcoin, bro. Over $1 billion.
What is it worth now?
$1 billion.
Billion.
$1 billion for Fartcoin. Yeah,
And it's crazy. All this shit's gonna go to zero, bro. You know it, right?
I know it's eventually going to go to zero. I know eventually it's going to go to zero.
But that's crazy. $1 billion is gonna go to zero. That's insane. Crypto is another place.
You know it's going to go to zero, right? But let's say this. Let me ask you a question. When you go to a casino, right? You know that if you sit in a casino for 100 years, eventually you'll lose all your money, right? Because the casino probabilistically takes away your money, right? We know that, right?
No.
Yes, of course.
I think if you stay longer, you're gonna actually get through it. It's those that get wiped and then they leave.
Never. I mean, mathematically, the casino will always beat you. Why? Because they've got better odds on the roulette, better odds on blackjack. It's
but they have to give 98% of the money back.
No, they don't.
So those who stay, no, they do.
So
that's what they
will eventually lose.
Casinos only make 2%. That's what they make.
Exactly, which means that if you stay there for 50
gets
turns,
compounded.
you stay there for 50 turns, you'll lose all your money because they make 2% every turn, and you stay there for 50 turns, you'll lose all your money mathematically, right? Mathematically, a casino is programmed to make you lose, right? It's the same thing with memes. Memes are programmed to make you lose. Why do you stay in a casino? Because there are times between the beginning and the end that you will beat the casino, right? And you believe that you'll be able to exit at that time, right?
Okay.
That's exactly the same as meme coins. You know it's going to go to zero, but before it goes to zero, it's going to go up and down a lot, and you just believe that you can exit at the top. That's
so what are your 3 boxes when you're going to say I'm out 100% of memes? Like, what are you looking for when it comes? What's your exit plan with memes? Like, what's your
exit plan? Exit plan number 1.
And not just financially, like when you see sentiment, like what is your...
So exit plan number 1, when I get liquidated. That's the first exit plan. So if I get liquidated, then I'm done. Exit plan number 2, real retail froth. And this is not real retail froth. This is like, retail's not even here yet. So real retail froth. Now they're starting to come in for Fartcoin, believe it or not. Like I saw it on, I think it's not Jimmy Fallon, it's that other famous guy. What's his name? And he did like he featured Fartcoin on his show yesterday. Unbelievable. So Wall Street hates Fartcoin because like imagine like you're working for Wall Street and like you're making 5, 6, 7% a year, right? And now these motherfuckers in crypto go and launch this coin from zero to $1 billion, and it's called Fartcoin. And then they ask you why is Fartcoin going up? And the only response that people in crypto can give them is because hot air rises. Can you imagine what you do to them?
No way. That's what they said?
Yeah, every
time. That's a good saying. That's a good saying for the coin. Yeah. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but just imagine how shit that is. You can't say shit when talking about Fartcoin, but imagine how bad that is for like TradFi, and they look at this and they work their whole life, and then they come here and there's a coin called Fartcoin, and then you ask them why is Fartcoin going up? They say because hot air rises, and they just carry on with their day, bro.
Dude, that's ridiculous. But on a serious note, though, not getting liquidated, like for real, there's a bunch of people trading memes here. What are you going to do? Are you like, every time you double your money, you're going to take initial out? Like, what is your plan? You're like, realistically.
I actually cashed out of all my memes.
And how much money are you putting into meme coins out of your portfolio? Like 2%? Like, what is your...
Not even one. I cashed out most of my memes. I've got like a small leverage position on 𝗥𝗪𝗡𝗥, which I'm a bit down on. And I'm messing around, but I'm for the large part of it, I've only got X amount of money, and I've got to make a decision. Do I want to be in memes or do I want to be in proper tokens at this stage of the cycle? And the answer
it's crazy that quality is still cheap, right? Quality is still cheap considering the rest of the markets.
Yeah. Also, I'm out of money. I'm out of money. So I don't know about you, but I'm out of cash, bro. So the thing is, if I'm out of cash, what is that? I'm out. I've still got some 𝗬𝗎 memes. I've got 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏, I've got Lofi. I'm still playing some 𝗬𝗎 memes because 𝗬𝗎 is quite strong. And then I bought another one. I'll show you the other one that I bought. But I said to you, like, these are tiny positions, bro. I bought this one. It's the dog, the dog of the founder. His name is Uni. 𝗬𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗏 is the name. I mean, I'm like,
I see even NFTs are back, bro. Have you seen what NFTs have been doing?
Yeah, I saw that.
Jeez, like it, bro.
That's because of pudgy penguins, bro. That's because of pudgy
bro,
penguins.
That's oh wait. On a serious note, does Fred still own them? That guy had so many, bro. Do you remember how many pudgy penguins he had? The last full cycle.
Let's phone him. Let's phone Fred.
Bro, he had a lot of them.
Let's phone Fred. Hold on.
If he still has those pudgy, he had so many of them, bro.
Hold on, we're gonna phone him.
It was like ridiculous. Okay, well, while we're waiting there, you let me know the answer.
Bro, Fred's retired. He's probably playing golf.
Yeah, he is. He invited me. Okay, guys, XDZ. One that I'm buying more of on the stuff. Say is cheap as hell. Say for me, this thing came down hard. Is he answering?
No, he's not answering. He's probably on the golf course.
No, he's on the golf course. Guys, Say is in golden pocket over here as well. Another one that I'm loading up on. So I just want to update you on my portfolio here. I'm still sitting around I'm actually close to the break even now, 850K, which is actually amazing after this dip, right? That I'm not, and these are my leverage positions. Okay. I got taken out of my 𝗪𝗡𝗡𝗏, which I'm actually going to buy some more of right now. Because
what do you mean taken out? You got liquidated.
Stop loss. No,
Stop
sir,
loss.
we don't, not with big money. So I can get liquidated on a couple $1,000s, but not on $1 million. That's not okay. Then you got to come fetch me on the stretcher, bro. Okay. Yeah. That's too much. You know, there's some parts of our portfolio we can be irresponsible, but there's some parts we just cannot. Okay, 𝗪𝗡𝗡𝗏. I got out of. Let's see which other ones was that. My chain link's still doing really good. I'm getting some injective. Let's get some injective at these areas. Remember, guys, these are my spots and my 2x's. I'm running a whole like 2x. Do you do it, Ran? You said you only do 10x's, bro. You must do 2x accounts.
Bro, it's too much headache.
More money. Instead of putting all your money into 𝗏𝗏, you must put some 2x's there, sir. 2x's are a good one. Okay, what else is cheap? Aptos at $12.
It's cheap.
Oh, it's actually looking to break a flag now. Aptos looks pretty good. Okay, Aptos is definitely showing some strength over there at the moment. Okay, what else is cheap? What else cheap? Anything else, sir?
You know what looks cheap? So Curve looks cheap. 𝗘𝗠𝗅 looks cheap as well. Maybe just check 𝗘𝗠𝗅. The other one, which I think looks, everything looks cheap. Stacks also looks cheap. STX also looks cheap, I think.
Yes, block stacks. Yeah. I like block stacks. Block stacks is good. Let's see over here, 𝗘𝗠𝗅. 𝗘𝗠𝗅 at 13 is cheap, right? It is.
Looks to me.
It's definitely. No, it's at 618. Yes, it's basically exactly back at the previous dip. And you sort of did after that. Yes, it's at 618. Yes, this is a good spot buy. Very good spot buy on 𝗘𝗠𝗅. Block stacks, yes. Jeez, came down pretty hard, huh?
See, bro, I'm telling you, I've got the eye, bro. I got the eye. My eyes in on the ball here. Let me find another one for you. Say is fucking cheap.
Say is cheap.
Say is fucking cheap.
Say is cheap. Definitely block stacks. Phantom is cheap, bro.
Phantom, bro.
I'm a little bit disappointed though. I thought with this whole hype and stuff, I thought it would be running now.
Phantom
it's like 7 days away, bro. Why the hell are we not going to the moon? Maybe it wants to do the last couple of little bit longer. Okay, so thank you for joining. I think we're gonna jump off. Thank you so much. Much love. Okay, guys, love you lots. Just to update you. So again, the main thing now is I see a little higher low incoming. Okay, and I'm buying what I still can. So I got stopped out of my 𝗪𝗡𝗡𝗏. I got back at 𝗪𝗡𝗡𝗏 cheaper. I got back at injective cheaper. I'm still sticking a little bit more cash for this little second dip to come in over here, and I'll be loading up. Okay, so again, I think the altcoin pump does start again in about 10 days, like the real one. For now, it's focusing on the bags, being patient out there, and don't allow it to shake you out. Keep your head strong. You know, and again, guys, red days are important for you to stay in the game. Green days is where you make a lot of money. So love you guys lots. See you all tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.